The most disturbing part of the David trial is that people said he did not take his eyes off of the horrifying images shown of Celeste. While other people were gasping, looking away, and shaking, he almost looked bored, leaning to the side in his chair with his arm on the armrest, almost like he was enjoying it. So today was day 2 of the preliminary hearing, and the first witness to take the stand was Benjamin, the financial advisor, and the prosecution was asking him about a security guard that actually lived in David's home. And they were saying, did you know that the security guard was actually driving around David and Celeste, taking them out at night, taking them to nightclubs, and that Celeste was using her fake ID? And the point they were trying to make was that if the security guard was around him and being paid to watch David, then he must have known about Celeste. But he said that he already knew about Celeste. Benjamin said that he found out about Celeste through David's manager, Robert Morgenroth, who informed Benjamin that David was using some of his funds to buy a plane ticket for him and Celeste to leave the country, to London, which is obviously illegal. The next witness they called was a man named Louis P., someone from Interscope Records who actually handles David's contracts. And what we learned was that he was somehow involved with the termination letter, and this, for some reason, made Blair Burke, David's attorney, challenge the topic of the termination letter to the point where the judge actually yelled at her and said, if you don't like my ruling, you can file a complaint. We were asking him a lot about money and funds, and it seems like they were trying to see how much money he actually made from the label, because as we know, Benjamin and David's mom were actually trying to move all of his assets into her name and allegedly move other money around as well. They then called another witness to the stand named Chelsea Morano, who is a criminalist who's seen over 200 crime scenes, and she pointed out the strong odor coming from the car and the fact that she knew it was decaying flesh and the fact that there was dust all over the Tesla. They then showed disturbing images of the vehicle where you could see an absurd amount of air fresheners and even hand sanitizer, like David was trying to cover up the smell in his car and on himself. They then called an officer to the stand, Sean Brosco, who responded to a call on January 7th of somebody saying that they found Celeste's ID on the ground next to a highway, like somebody just drove by and threw it out the window. And David's team, for some reason, tried really hard to discredit this. They asked him for the exact coordinates of where it was found, and when he gave it to them, they looked it up and showed the location, but those coordinates didn't even match the coordinates that he gave them. I guess they were trying to say that he didn't even know where it was found. They then asked him if he picked it up with his hands, trying to say that then David's DNA wouldn't be on it, and they even said that it's possible that a storm or some weather could have brought that card to that location. There is still more information coming out, but rest in peace to Celeste. Let me know what you guys think about this, and as any new details